One by one, car makers have been quietly killing off the cheap city car. The tiny, affordable runabout that got millions of people onto the road for the first time is vanishing, squeezed out by rising costs and the rush toward bigger, pricier SUVs and electric cars. The Kia Picanto is one of the last survivors, and that alone makes it worth paying attention to. For 2026, it has been given a fresh update, and the sporty GT-Line version on show here proves that affordable does not have to mean joyless or plain. From the outside, the facelift has genuinely sharpened the Picanto up, and the GT-Line takes that further. There is a new vertical headlight signature framing Kia's Tiger Nose grille, and on the GT-Line a full-width light bar stretches across the nose, with the taillights now joined by a strip across the back. It is the kind of detailing you would expect on a car costing 2 or 3 times as much, and it gives this little city car a genuinely modern, confident face. On the show floor, it looks far more expensive than it is, which is exactly the trick a good budget car needs to pull off. Inside, the Picanto is simple, but smartly done. The dashboard is clean and easy to understand, with physical buttons for the important things and a central screen that handles the rest. And the GT-Line adds sportier seats and trim to lift the mood. The materials are clearly built to a budget, with plenty of hard plastics, but everything feels solidly screwed together, and for a small, cheap car, that is what matters. It is honest about what it is, and there is something refreshing about that. Practicality is reasonable for something this small. The boot holds 255 liters, around 9 cubic feet, which is fine for the shopping or a couple of weekend bags. And folding the rear seats opens it up to over 1,000 liters for the occasional bigger load. It is a city car, so space was never going to be its headline, but it is more usable than its tiny footprint suggests. If quick breakdowns like this help you decide, subscribe so you catch the next one. Under the hood, the Picanto keeps things simple. There is a 1-liter 3-cylinder engine with around 67 horsepower, or a slightly stronger 1.2-liter with about 83 horsepower in the sportier trims, paired with either a manual or an automated gearbox. Let us be honest, neither is fast. And this is not a car built for the motorway, but around town where it will spend nearly all of its life. It is light, nippy, easy to place, and effortless to park, which is exactly what a city car should be. And that points to the one honest limitation worth being clear about. The Picanto is basic, the engines are small and slow, and there is no hybrid or electric option, so on a long motorway journey it will feel out of its depth and a little noisy. But that misses what this car is for. It is one of the cheapest new cars you can buy. It costs very little to run and insure. It is tiny and easy to live with in a crowded city, and Kia backs it with one of the longest warranties in the business. For its job, those strengths matter far more than outright speed. Taken together, the 2026 Picanto GT-Line is a reminder of why the cheap city car mattered in the first place, and why it is such a shame so many have disappeared. It is affordable, characterful, easy, and now genuinely stylish, a car that asks for very little and gives back exactly what a lot of people actually need. In a market racing toward bigger and more expensive, the little Picanto quietly making the case for less is something worth celebrating.